There it is. Hey, you know what? I haven't seen that red light on that camera in a long time. Welcome back, guys. I've been terrible. Life has been crazy busy, so we haven't done much of a live stream in a few months. But we're going to try and get back on that horse. Even with one crew member down, somebody decided to move to Florida. Like, that's a good idea ever. Hey, guys in Florida, welcome to the channel. So we're going to do something a little bit different with the channel. Well, maybe not the whole channel, but for a few streams. Had a coworker tell me that his son went to see him in the blacksmithing. He just turned like 15 or 16 like last month. And he's like, what do I need to get him? And we guys have been doing it for a while. Like when it comes to the tools and stuff, tongs, hammers, we make our own. But that's not exactly feasible for someone who, watched Forged in Fire a couple of times. Like, I want to try it. So he's like, what do I get? I told him to jump on Marketplace and just buy someone else that was, decided they were done with the hobby. But then I got to thinking the other day, another common place is Amazon. So I jumped on Amazon and I typed in blacksmithing tools. And this is one of the most popular tongs that popped up. So I figured, what the heck? They were only like 20 bucks or something like that. So I figured I'd get them and then give them a try. And then give you guys an impression. See if they're any good. So what we'll do here, we'll crack this open for the first time and just see what we're working with here. How funny would it be if this is like a pair of knitting needles or something?
Well, you have somebody you can give them to if that's the case.
Right? Alright, so what are we dealing with here? It's basic cardboard that I'll probably use to start the forge at some point in time. And it's got a thin wrap of kind of a padded material, I suppose. Oh, those are chunky. Those go aside. Alright, so they're light. they're kind of strange. I'm not gonna lie, they're kind of strange. The handle's really chunky. I don't know how well that's coming in. Here we go. Cigar for scale.
Up a little bit.
Up a little bit, there we go. So like cigar for scale, that handle's pretty chunky. They're light. They wiggle pretty good. They're interestingly, they look like indented gorilla fingers or something. I don't know. So we'll see how that works. And we'll make some metal or something. Make some metal? We're not going to make metal, but we'll make something out of metal. I don't know what we're going to make. I was mostly thinking about trying out tongs. I didn't think of a thing. That's annoying. So maybe not great for round bar. It's really good for burning the back of your hand. That's great. What do they call these? Wolf jaw tongs? I gotta say, I've never used wolf jaw tongs before. So I don't know. That's kind of weird. This isn't hot, but it hangs on to it. Got a good grip, but when you go the other direction, not so great. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just using the wrong kind of stock for this. If I had some flat bar stock, I could give that a try maybe. Do I have any flat bar? That would be a no. Oh, maybe. Got some zirconium here that I'm supposed to be working on with my nephew. That seems to hold on there pretty good. I'm not gonna try hammering on that just yet though. I don't know. Maybe I should have tried them, had they just retaped it and then pretended like it was an unboxing. I'm gonna turn my forge up a little bit or we won't get any work done. So yeah, they're kind of big, but I've got small hands. They seem okay. I don't know. I get with them just gripping at the point. Seems like maybe it'd be best for flat, not so much round, which is all I got handy here. Just set that down there. let's get that hot. See what happens. We'll just get all the metal in the hot shop hot, and see what comes out on the other side. Um. So yeah. Oh, also, I could have swore I charged the cameras up about a month ago or so, and we got out here and turned them on, and they're at like 10%. So camera 2 is probably going to die very soon. And we're limping camera 1 along because we got it plugged into power. So we'll see how long that lasts. So what have we been up to since we've been gone? Like, there have been many Mondays. It's like, I don't know why it's always Monday, but like, it's like 4:45. It's like, all right, getting ready to pack up, grab my gear, and then the boss hits me up and says, "Oh, hey, this thing needs to happen in the next couple hours." He's in California, so he's like 3 hours behind me. He doesn't like to make us work over, but when something goes down, and you know, you kind of got to be there for it. We had a few DR tests and stuff that run long. It's just a thing. So yeah, here we are back at it again. So we should be back next week too. I already have another thing to review from Amazon next week. So that will be fun. What else? We all just went out to Michigan, 2 weeks ago? Week and a half ago?
Yep.
Went up to Michigan and hung out there for 4 or 5 days. Went out and hung out in the lake. It was frigid.
But you wouldn't have been able to guess that it was as cold as it was by looking at literally anybody else in the lake.
Yeah. Like, these people were out there swimming for hours like life is normal. It's like, this water is frigid. What are you talking about? I can't feel my toes. So we're going to hammer on some metal here, I suppose. This is awkward as heck to hold it sideways like that. But that's the only way this is holding on to this piece. That's just awkward as heck, and I don't like it. But, you know, right tool for the right job. So maybe this is not the right tool for this job. That's just awkward as hell. And then we got this piece over here. We'll just curl that out. So it's holding on to the flat much better. So yeah, like I said, I've never played with wolf jaw tongs before. So it seems to hold on to the flat stuff pretty good. I think they might need a little tuning, which is, you know, a good thing to know how to do as well. I feel like they sit too far apart for me. So I think if I were to continue using these for any longevity, I'd get it warm throughout here. Oh, camera 2's dead? Cool, thank you. But yeah, I'll get it warm up through here and squeeze it and bring those in a little bit. That's just a little uncomfortable. Which I hate to be negative about it. Like, it grips onto the stuff really well. It just doesn't fit my hand very well. But for $20, like, I'm not mad about it. $20 and like grab a claw hammer out of your garage and just go to town. It won't work great, but it'll get the job done. So if you're just starting off, whatnot, maybe for fun, I'll get one of those like cheap $89 gas forgers. We'll try that out too, and just kind of do like a complete beginner setup and see what you can get into.
Well, I mean, if you do that, maybe you could do like a local sort of giveaway.
Sure, that could be fun. Actually, I know a kid that's wanting to get into it, but they're still trying to figure out what equipment he needs and what to do and what to work with. Go back to hammer. We are a blacksmithing channel, so we should do a little blacksmithing. Yeah, like, as you can clearly see, it's working great. Like, I'm not blasting this or anything, but most of the time you don't. Doing really well with the flat stuff. I don't know how to do with something chunky. Do I have something chunky? Brittany, do you want to give these a a little bit of a whirl, see how they fit in your hand?
I mean, we can try. Yeah.
You want to give it a shot? Let's get this metal hot and give it a try. I think I have a railroad spike over here. That might be interesting, but. A railroad spike. Yeah, I don't like how that holds onto that at all. So maybe not something big and chunky. There you go. I'll use my hammer or yours. Okay. Right, so let me pull it out of there and take a few whacks at it. See what she thinks of them.
Am I pulling out the?
Yep. It's got a good grip on her. Now you just watch me curl the ends over the side of the handball. So you can massage it over. Yeah, just like that.
I mean, I don't hate it, but
How would you describe that grip on the metal?
On the metal, I'd say the metal is pretty good. Like it's not really going anywhere. But for me, like I have small hands, so I could see this big of a gap and holding it, getting really like just causing a lot of fatigue.
I'm already starting to get there. So
Yeah.
you hit the point right on the head,
Like
because that's definitely leading to some fatigue.
I think somebody with bigger hands would probably be okay, but yeah.
But if you're getting it for
heavy.
like your teenage kid that wants to get into it or something like that, you're probably gonna have to adjust them.
Adjust them or just find something that. But it does like. Besides that, it's comfortably.
Yeah, it's just too far apart.
Yeah.
And they seem to be well made. They seem to be holding up just fine.
Well, and I mean, you'll expect this from any tools, but looking at it, which I'm sure you can't pick it up, but like you can see some like tear, not like wear and tear, but like you can see it's getting scuffed up. So obviously it's blacksmithing stuff. So like it's not gonna stay in great condition, but
There are
we've been
definitely
using it for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
So
definitely some machine marks on there too from the manufacturing process.
you're not allowed to keep my hammer in your bag anymore.
Did you find the syrup one? Yeah, I had a can of Pepsi explode in my toolbox.
Where's hard on that?
It's alright. There's some wipes right there on the table.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, the tongs seem to have a decent grip. And for $20, like, you can't be too mad at it. Like, it's got some machine marks on it. Definitely gonna have to get it hot up in here and squeeze that handle down a little bit. It's just a bit too much for me. Holding onto that chunky thing, that was right out. So this is gonna be really great for flat stuff. Like I got some brass here to do really well holding on to that.
I would say, why don't you, well, if you have time, pull out the tongs you usually use?
Yeah. So this right here, these are not fancy or even nice. These are the second tongs I ever made, and these are the ones that get the most use out of it. I've retuned them 100 times, but something you'll notice here is small gap here at the top, and then the reins come together at the bottom. Whereas these are just straight down. So that definitely needs to be tuned.
Well, and something that I was going to point out is the height, like how much longer the handles are. So if you're working, that's a bit more comparable, yeah.
Yeah, these are more comparable. This is the most recent pair of tongs I've made. And I worked on them with Kurt over at Custom Blacksmithing in Atlanta, Indiana. I did one half, he did one half, and then we put them together. And these are the best tongs I ever made. Best tongs, and then I smacked it with a tire hammer and knocked it all out of whack. So now they look more like something I made because I had to tune them back into being relatively straight. But yeah, those are kind of similar. Again, you can see these tongs are closed and you got a big gap. These tongs are closed and you can see that the reins come together at the bottom. Do you have something out there, Brittany?
Oh, I was just gonna make a comment about the length and just kind of depending on what size
Yeah.
like piece of metal you're working with, it being something to be considered about.
Yeah, these tongs are this long is because this is the metal that I was given when I made them. I drew the reins down, and that's what the length I ended up with. So that's why they're that long.
Jerry would like to know, how does one tune tong to tongs?
One more time.
Jerry would like to know, how does one tune tong to tongs?
I'll tell you, it's much easier to do that than tune a fish. Waka waka. Oh, and thanks for joining us, Jerry. How's Queso and the kids? Yeah, I wish I had another piece of metal. We're just kind of warping the heck out of this. Once was going to be this was going to be a leaf, and I never got around to making it a leaf, but I did try to make it into a rivet header, and that didn't work out even a little bit. So yeah, we're just going to continue to mangle this piece of metal, just in the pursuit of trying out these new tongs.
Alright, so are you gonna answer the question? How do you tune the tongs?
Okay. I thought he was just making jokes.
I mean, he might have been, but now I'm curious.
Yeah, sure. I touched on it a little bit ago, but I can go over it again. So what we would do is I'd get this section here warm, like up to like forging temperature, and then just squeeze them. And it'll, a really great trick for that is if you have like a big like nut from like a nut and bolt kind of thing, put the nut down over the reins, get it hot, drop the nut down, and then squeeze them. The nut will make sure that a gap remains there, and then you can bring the handles back. With the way these are so perfectly straight, if I get them hot and squeeze it down here, it's just going to turn into a big V. So it would probably have to come down to getting them hot and then putting them in a vise and try and get the whole handle down. And so there'll be a slight bend there. That way the whole thing is more comfortable. So that's how you go about doing that. But yeah, they seem alright. For $20, I wouldn't be mad about it. Especially with having to tune them, that gives you a good opportunity to learn how to tune your tongs. So when you get around to actually making your own tongs, you'll know how to do that stuff. Wish I had more flat stuff to mess around with. Like a flat bar would be great. I don't want to mess with this zirconium just yet. Yeah, don't have any flat stuff. I should have probably anticipated that. So yeah, we'll just keep mangling this flour. Is there anything in that blue top back there? Right on the other side of the tiller? Yes, I have a rototiller in my blacksmith shop because my my shop moonlights as a garden shed sometimes.
And the chicken.
Yeah, and chicken supplies. We got a bunch of chicken feed and bedding material and stuff over there. You can't see the chickens, but you can see the garden. Chickens are just to the left.
Right.
Hey, bring that over here. We'll mangle that too. Why not? I don't know what that is.
So it looks like you've got some square metal back here.
Oh, is it the sticks of square?
Yeah.
I got a stick of square right here. I don't know if that one. I think that's going to be the same problem as the round bar.
Okay. Just giving you options.
Oh yeah, no, I can't. I can't mangle that. Sorry, that is hardware for my vise. If I mangle that, then I'll have to make a new one. So yeah, I'll just keep mangling this flour. We're living on borrowed time. A really short stream tonight.
It's a nice welcome back.
Yeah, it's not a blowout. A 2-hour stream first back in 3 months.
Jerry says, notice you're using bare hands, so the heat does not transfer from what you pick up with those amazing tongs.
Yeah, that's not trying to sound snarky, but that's kind of the point of tongs is to keep your hands away from the heat, and so you don't have to touch the hot metal, obviously. And naturally, tongs are going to come in different lengths and stuff. If you're working with a big gas forge, just like blowing out heat, you want tongs like this long, so you don't have to stand so close to it. But yeah, there's no heat transfer whatsoever to my hands. It is getting a little bit warm up here by the boss, but that's expected because it's holding on to hot metal. But yeah, definitely no heat transfer to my hand with this. So yeah, it's holding on to it very nicely. So yeah, again, I wouldn't be mad about $20 on these if I'm just getting started and I need something that's budget friendly. I wouldn't be mad about these. I definitely tune them.
Mango Travels says, "Hey, buddy."
Hey, welcome to the party, buddy. That's Dave down in Morrisville.
Okay.
We went down and smoked cigars with him on his porch. Good seeing you, Mango. Glad to have you. I hope your channel is doing well. I haven't seen you post a video on it, man. I haven't got any alerts on my phone. So if you're looking to travel, and I think more specifically cruises and stuff, hit up Mango. He knows what he's doing in that realm of things.
I want to go on a cruise.
So yeah, Dave, if you want, drop a link in the comments, man. It's all good. I'm down for some cross promotion. Man, my forge is on tonight. Just throwing it. So yeah, I think tongs are working out great. Again, with some mild comfort issues, like my hands getting a little fatigued from it. But yeah, just tune those handles down just fine. Or if you have man hands, then it's probably not a problem. But yeah, it does great for flat stock. Would not try to hold round bar with it or anything like that. So yeah, pretty decent little tongs. I think. How long has the stream gone? What, we've been like 34 minutes or something?
23.
I wish I would have thought this out more. I would have got some proper metal and so that piece of scrap we've been banging on. But I think we'll just kill it there. Quick review. And yeah, $20 Amazon tongs. Not bad. If you need a budget-friendly tong, go for it. Pretty decent. YouTube's being silly, so I can't post my affiliate link in the description until tomorrow because I have to be verified. But yeah, I'll post the affiliate link on my Instagram. If you want to pick up a pair, I get a little cut out of it. Helps the channel. Helps pay for coal and metal and cigars. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and shut her down now. So we will see you next Monday, same forge time.